to pop up. If you guys catch some of these links, you might have an entertaining story. I'm just gonna tell you that because I posted while I was in the live over on expecting people to come over from Patreon. People were coming over, but what was happening was people weren't able to go all the way through. So if you go through Patreon, you have to you all Patreon is the link. So what that means is that you got to click that until you get through it back into YouTube, okay? Because basically what you're getting is a private party and you're going through multiple different links. So if you do it on Patreon, you'll click the link. It'll take you to a Patreon landing page. It'll have like a little link underneath that says it comes from YouTube. You click that. Now it's going to take you to a landing page within Patreon, but it's going to be a YouTube browser. And then from there, if you look up on the top right hand corner, it'll say open in app, and then you open in app, and that will take you directly. It'll open it up in your YouTube app, and that is yes, Cherokee. I'm having to figure some things out, but this is what I'm gonna do for the people that because we got to figure out Patreon, and we got to get it we got to get it fixed. And I think I'm gonna experiment with Jeremy and Alfred for a couple of times before I do that. But I was just explaining, like, if you go through and you got the free membership on Patreon, because I'm going to eventually get everything moved over there in that way, but we've got to work out the kinks first. And we have a live stream that goes every night. I don't want to lose out on like an hour and a half's worth of time because I'm screwing it up. So it's going to take me a minute to get it fixed and to get it figured out. But I can get Bucknut and Alfred, if I can get those guys to kind of do some of my Q&A. So because they're able to, I was able to do it, and that's how I did it. Was I clicked on the link, and it took me to a Patreon page. I clicked on the YouTube link, it took me to a YouTube landing page. I clicked on open in app, and therefore I was able to do chat, and I actually did a chat there just to prove that you could do it. So I don't know what's going on their end. Maybe because I'm the owner and administrator, I get different privileges. Like, I can see all the stuff that goes on in my back end. I don't need permission for it. So that's why I need somebody to kind of test that for me and to see how it works. Now, okay, you had made account and stuff. Yeah. So, but the link showed up. So what you would do, Mr. Johnny Anon, is you click on the link, you click on the YouTube link that's underneath, because it keeps opening it up in app within Patreon. Okay, it takes like 3 clicks to actually get into where you can get into chat. It's just the way it is. I don't know any other way around it until I find some other software to work. Okay, I have to have. I can do live streams with Patreon, but I just don't have the app. So, but the other thing, I think what I'm gonna do for a minute until we get it, we're still gonna do the unlisted, and that will happen tomorrow night. But what I will do is I will post it in the public chat, and then I will also post it over on Patreon. That way my guys over on Patreon can test it out until we can get the kinks figured out and get you guys coming over to Patreon and getting signed up for a free account. And then that way I can start putting out free stuff for you guys too. Because I know half my members are free over there anyways. What's up, Kung Fu Fighter? But I use a modified version of YouTube on the phone, probably easier on the computer than phone. I made it to the link, but you had went back to this one. Yeah, I'd been sitting there for a few minutes, so yeah, I went back to this. All right, what's up, Anarchy Television? I haven't seen you in a while. But that's that. I'm gonna have to figure out some kinks in it and get it figured out. And then once we get it figured out, then we'll just have everybody over on Patreon. So if you're not over on Patreon, go sign up for a free account. It's free. I know Bushcraft, I saw the last thing Bushcraft said was, so now it's going behind a paywall. No, it's not going behind a paywall. It's a free app, and it's a free membership. You don't have to pay anything for it. I just want to get you guys used to being over there on Patreon. So should you want to join one of my different memberships, you can. Plus, over there, I can talk about things and have a more spicy conversation with you than I can in the public. Because in the public, I have to watch what I say because it can throttle my video back. They will take away monetization because if I drop too many F-bombs or if I smoke on camera or anything else like that, they demonetize my channel. So what the whole thing of doing it unlisted is, it's not monetized. It's a free thing for you guys, for us, that my core group of people that show up to all my lives. If you want to be able to continue on past the first 30 minutes, you can come join me over there and do it for free. It's not going to cost you anything. It's free. Free 99. It's free. Okay? So you don't have to pay for it. You just have to sign up for the membership. That way, if you ever decide you want to, do the $5, $10, or $20 membership, you can. Or if you have other content creators and you hear that they're over on Patreon and you're like, well, I already got a Patreon account, so maybe you might sign up with them, even though you don't sign up with me. I don't care. I just want to be able to have as many people over there, because when if I ever lose this channel, I may have to start a new YouTube channel, and that will be where I go post the link. And so therefore you guys can follow me and find me on my other channel. Okay, so there's always that opportunity. So just shot at in Pennsylvania. Yes, he was Jason. We've already established that he was shot in the ear. He does not seem to be in critical condition. But I don't think they would tell us anyways if he was. We would find out in a little while, because they're not going to show weakness. They're not going to let the guy win. I'm wondering what the backstory of the person is and how they're going to slant it. So, what's up, Bettersky? Okay. But anyways, if you guys have questions, whether it be you guys want to, I have a question. If this would have been fatal for all of you that follow Trump, love Trump, and all this other stuff, okay? If this would have been fatal, what would you have done? Would this have been like a final straw, or would you back down? Would you be mad and just get vocal but not do anything? Because here's the thing, Trump represents two different parts in history. Okay, he represents the peasant rebellions of the medieval times, but he also represents the reasoning for Adolf Hitler coming to power. A lot of people think that the Germans were just a bunch of crazy people. No. The Allies ripped them apart economically. They took all of their economic epicenters for themselves and left them nothing but useless land that really wasn't productive, and then made them pay a massive war debt. They kind of set it up for the next World War to begin with. And so once they got caught with their hand in the cookie jar because they were trying to print their way out of debt, because it was the only option they had, because it would be like taking away New York, Houston, Chicago, LA, St. Louis, Dallas. If you took those away, you would take away a good chunk, at least 20% to 40% of the American economy, just in taking over those few cities, maybe even more, because of how much runs through there. So imagine being a German and having all of your land confiscated by the Allies while they make you pay back a war debt. Well, that led to a guy named Adolf Hitler, who was in the same way that Trump is America first. Adolf Hitler was like, we're Germany first. We need to reunite our lands. We need to take back what was taken from us, and this is ours. And so we need to reunite Germany and Austria. And then, after that, he just kind of got drunk with power, though. That was his fault. But the reasons in which he came to power and the reasons in which Trump is coming to power are two of the same reasons, okay? Versus the peasant rebellions of the medieval times. See, there would be a leader, a lot like Trump, who would get up and he would rally the community to sit back and and rally behind them for a cause. Okay, the nobles are doing this and they're overstepping their boundaries. We're starving. It's hurting. We want a piece of the pie. We're tired of being treated like this. So therefore they would rebel, and they would have leader like Trump that would lead the rebellion. But as soon as you take out that leader, it completely quashes the rebellion, and then the elites remind the peasants their place in life, and put them back. Put them. What's the phrase? Put them under heel, or put a boot to their neck to remind them of their place in life or their lot in life. That's something along the lines of the quote that was said after one of the more successful peasant rebellions was going on, and I think that was William Wallace, so Braveheart. Okay, so that was a peasant rebellion. Okay, and so Donald Trump he has the role because of what he did not only during his presidency but the things in which he talks about. He is just as charismatic and just as uniting as William Wallace was in Braveheart, or Mel Gibson, of course. But William Wallace was the guy, because my family, the Buchanans, was the ones that actually made the deal to turn him in. So that's my history. So yeah, my Scottish ancestors, or excuse me, my Irish ancestors. No, my Scottish ancestors were the ones yeah, my Scottish ancestors were the ones that turned him in. So, but that is what Trump represents. So what would you do if they took Trump out? Would you go the way that it happens most of the time in history? Rebellion squash, we're under heel. They're going to come after us, put us on our heels. We're not united anymore. Or is this something that you think will unite you? Like, what would you do? Not worry not, oh, somebody else should go. Because I keep hearing all these people, somebody else should go kick that guy's ass. Somebody else should go beat that guy up. Somebody else should. And if you're going to say somebody else, then you should. So unless you're going to do it, I wouldn't talk about it. So in your stance, if it was fatal, how would it have affected you with Trump? Um, so wait till everyone finds out what Cessio Plebis was. I'm not haven't voted since '08, but I think it's pretty clear that people are done with this crap and our nation is fully separated. Thanks for your content. I plan on being a member. Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, come on over to Patreon, sign up for the free membership, and then you get to do the the after party that's going to be private, so that we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. Donald Trump just shot at. Yes, we know this. What's up? Okay. Okay. So, could this incident have been staged? That's a good question. We don't know until we find out the facts. That's the thing about this. Like, even after the Kennedy assassination, everybody stood and waited for the autopsy, for the report to be done, so that they could get the answers, because they knew it was going to take time to investigate, because it had to be. You have to do a complex conspiracy in order to in order to pull something like this off. It's not like it happens. It's not like you can just walk up and go bang, 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 bye, Mr. President, or former president, or whatever. But, okay, so just to guess, so Mr. Anon, okay, Ethan, has Bucknut made it back over here? Probably not. I'm hoping he did. I'm really hoping he did, but if he didn't, that's okay. I'll explain it to him in chat later. So, I know I was getting frustrated with it. I wouldn't be surprised if him and Alfred were too. There were multiple shots fired at him, surrounded by people. If no one was hit by a loose round in a highly congested spot, then it was staged. If that was staged, would you lose respect for Trump? Now, one thing that really got me is that the three cracks. You hear bang, bang, bang. and they almost sounded more like firecrackers than anything, just from the video. But you hear bang, 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 and on the second or third one, he grabs his ear, and then they all get up. It's like they were asleep at the wheel. It smells some good. No, this is a cigarette. I can't smoke that on camera unless I'm in unlisted. But yeah, this is just a rollie. I don't smoke joints. I smoke. I can show you what I have. So I have this. This is a acrylic pipe. So this right here is glass. That way it doesn't get broken. So if you're ever wondering, like, hey, I need to travel, I want a good pipe, I got this for like $6 or $7 because they discontinued it. If you can find one of these, this glass part, I mean, it's pretty durable, and it does, like, you got to worry more about the bottom, the base, than you do the top as far as banging it around. It'll be a long time before that glass bowl breaks, and then I got to find another one, which will be very fun. Very doubtful it was staged. I don't know. Okay. Part of my point exactly, Bushcraft. We don't have weed allowed in Romania. Huh. American Spirit really is the best, but expensive. Yeah, if I made enough money. So, okay. Now that I have time to talk about this, and I'm just watching, let's see, do we got a troll? Oh, I have, okay, show. Okay. I have silicone pipe right now. Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? So tomorrow I am getting on the road. I can't stay here. I had a Karen stalk me. She didn't like the fact that I put her in place. So I got a Starbucks cup in one hand, and I got the dog in the other hand, the leash, right? So she sees a squirrel and goes after it. I yank her back, and I tell her I'm going to kick her ass if she does it again. What's up, outdoors? So this lady's like, you need to be nice to your dog. And, and I'm like, well, you know what? You need to mind your own business, lady. And, get the devil's anus tuck. Okay. Okay. But anyway, so this, yeah, I guess Washington, D.C. is the devil's ass, huh? But anyway, so she keeps going, well, you still need to be nice to her. I said, she's a service dog. There's different things expected of her. They're like, well, you still need to be nice to your service dog. I says, look, lady, just because you want to be laissez-faire in your life doesn't mean I'm going to do that with my dog. That's probably why you have problems with your dog. Mind your own damn business. I'm rooting for you. I'm praying for you. I hope you're okay. And then as soon as I start to walk by a police officer, she comes running up. Oh my God, this guy, he just hit his dog. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I didn't touch my dog as I keep on walking because I know the cops ain't going to do anything. Because the cops can't do anything. The only people that can do anything is animal control. I've learned this because there's a lot of people that try and do this dumb shit. Okay? There are some West Coast liberals that are here, and this is West Coast liberal shit. Okay? So she goes up and the cop tells her to go away. And so she goes running through barricades. The cops are like, ma'am, you're not supposed to do that. She's like, I know, and just keeps on going. She's like, well, I need to da-da-da-da-da. And the guy's like, the cops wouldn't listen to her because she was just being a dumb, she was being stupid. So then she starts following me along, taking pictures, and trailing me. And so I'm like, I'm kind of doing my own thing. I'm like, I noticed the lady, but I'm not letting her really dictate. I'm like, come on, lady, I dare you to try something because I'm about to go off to a choke point, and you're gonna meet the pointy end of something, and you're not gonna like it, So, and if the cops come at me, she was stalking me. I went behind a corner, and she followed me, So I mean, at some point, but this lady had it out for me. And then this morning I had some guy try and harass Sam and try and get her to attack him by yelling at her and like trying to get her all riled up so that she would come after him. And it's like, and the thing is in this city I have, because they're so scared of a pointy little object, It's on my belt buckle. It's a pocket knife. It's right there. It's visible as a deterrent for stupid people, so that when they start thinking about doing something stupid and they see that little shiny object, they go, maybe I don't want to do that. It gives me more peace. And because the cops have asked me to just keep it in my pocket because it's going to make a lot of people uncomfortable, I did that. But now all of a sudden I don't have that as a deterrent. I found myself, I pulled my knife out of my pocket, and I was in that McDonald's, and I realized that the guy went off to the bathroom, and so I stepped outside to wait for him in that front door, and I was ready to and I realized what I was doing, and I was like, this is stupid. This guy isn't worth it. I better walk away, or I'm gonna get in some serious trouble. And so I walked away, and I made the decision. I gotta move. I gotta get going. I can't do. I know that I can't do cities. I accept that I can't do cities, but I just the cities, and I don't understand what it is about cities either. I really don't. I don't understand why I have this much trouble in the cities, other than it's just Sam. Sam is, when she walks in the room, everybody turns their head. I've really, because I discipline her right in front of the cops. The cops don't say anything to me. So, and I don't get it. So yeah, I gotta tomorrow morning, because my stamps come in Monday. So tomorrow morning, I've got a day's worth of food stashed away. So we're gonna get up. I just don't know whether I'm going north, east, or northwest or south. If I go south, I'm gonna take the AT all the way down to Florida, and do the Pinhoti and the Alabama Road Walk and the Florida Trail. But if I go north, I want to go up to Boston. But with everything that's happening there, if I decide to go north, I'm going to go through Baltimore next. And then from Baltimore, I'm going to hit Philadelphia. I'm going to hit Trenton. I'm going to hit New York City. I'm going to hit a couple other major cities. And then I'm going to hit Boston. And so I get to walk through all of that. And if this is a combat zone, I mean, I'm going to get good footage. And so I'm like, I don't know what to do there either. Do I go north and deal with that? Or do I go south and go to Florida? Or do I go west? And everybody keeps saying, oh, well, you should go west. But that means when I get to Parkersburg, I'm going to have to take a bus, and I'm going to stay up north for the winter, and I may not make it down to Florida. So I'm not exactly sure. I know that I got people that want me to come north. I got people that want me to come to Florida, and I've got people that want me to come west. So I'm torn. I got people in all different directions. I just don't know what to do. And now I know I want to do the homeless advocacy and stuff like that, but I don't know. Okay, let's see. Yo, bro, that is crazy about Trump. Yes, it is. Okay, I could go for some XL brownies right now. You know what? That would be really good. When I was in LA, they had this thing called 420 bars. If you ever get a chance to go to LA and you like edibles, do a 420 bar, but realize that you can only have one chunk at a time. That 420 bar should last you, if you do it every day, it should last you at least a week or two. So you lose kung fu. Okay, there is a GTA scene in the background. Okay, guilty as charged. Okay, the city energy has changed for the worst. I feel I carry pepper spray and a knife. Yes, sir. Well, Jeremy, why do you feel the need to carry a pepper spray and a knife? What about the city? Is it the news, or are you actually seeing it real time? Come camping in New Hampshire. Yes, I know. You and Alfred want me to come up there. I think he wants me to come up to Rhode Island or New Hampshire. I can't remember. And so yeah, I would. And if I did that, but then it would cost me like $200 for a bus ticket to Florida, because unless I just want to spend the winter up here. Which I probably will do, just because I don't want to. I want to be able to move around and get some miles in without sweating my ass off, because I'm tired of being soaked every day. So I'm seeing it real time, unfortunately. Okay, what do you guys, what did I miss? Okay. Okay. Um, what's up, Dekai? Ain't seen you in a while. How's, you're in Oregon, right? How's Oregon? But, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out, what I should do. And I'd love to get your guys' input, because what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start, Humboldt County now. Oh, you in there for the trimming? Dude, I would love to get in and do some trimming one day. I would do it for the experience, because I know what I will take it. I will take all of my pay in weed. I don't want cash. Just give it to me in weed, and I'll be happy. I'll carry a second backpack, for 5 pounds, 10 pounds worth of weed. Yeah, hell yeah. To do a harvest, oh man. So, anyways. So yeah, what do you guys, what would you guys, it's everywhere in Southern, Oregon. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I know if I go to Southern Oregon, I'm going to get in trouble. So I stay away from there. Harvest, yeah, I don't care. The reward is worth the brutality. I live outside in the hot and heat every day, and the cold and the rain and all the crap that I got to deal with. What do you think that's going to be any more miserable than what I'm doing? And the reward for it's pretty damn good. So, hate to be prejudiced against the state in which I live, but dude, I don't come to Louisiana, which is terrible because I have a sister that's single. Okay, I don't understand what your sister being single has to do about it. But I went through New Orleans and Shreveport this year. I liked Shreveport. Shreveport wasn't bad. A friend is letting me hang out at a house, well, that's awesome. What's up, DFH? Okay, so it looks like we got a lot of the crowd back again. But yeah, I don't, what all, nobody's answered my question. If this were to be fatal, what would you do? Like, how would you react? Would that be fighting words, or would it just be something that angered you and you'd figure out another way to go about it? If you go to Jersey, just keep going. It's a lost cause, one of the reasons I left. Yeah, well, I've got a couple of subscribers in Jersey. So, and plus, I guess she's in southern New Jersey, my business coordinator. So, did Trump get winged in his ear? Yeah, apparently he did. So yeah, he got grace in the ear from what we can tell. We don't know what happened with the other shots. At least I don't. If anybody knows, go ahead and put it in chat, because you guys are the ones that know. Because I can't sit back. I don't have a computer to sit back and search on. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. When Alfred said it, I'm like, holy cow, what just happened? So, but, anyways, I wonder if Bucknut's going to watch this post live stream. And then, remember, this is a replay, Bucknut. This is a replay. But part of me, I mean, if I go to Parkersburg, then, I mean, that might actually be, I don't know. I really don't know. I'd like to do something. So, but, anyways, tomorrow I will be on trail. So what I'm going to do is about 9 o'clock is I'm going to, well, it is what it is. He's still, fist pumping. Yeah. You know, as long as he's still living, I guess. Because I don't want to see what would happen to this country if something happened to him. Because there's a lot of people that would tear this country apart. But they would wait to find out who it was. And then they would decide whether or not they believed that source. Because they're going to try and they're going to say it was some right-wing conservative, never Trumper, and it was really a wing nut that was just a sociopath. You know, poor guy. This is horrible. Yeah, 2-bit 2 strokes. I like that name. So. But I don't know what's really gonna happen. I really don't know. But tomorrow, starting at 9 o'clock for about an hour or two, well, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do navigation. But tomorrow at 9 o'clock, I'm gonna do a walking live stream. So instead of sitting there seeing me static like I am at night here, this is part of the reason why I can do what I'm doing. So a lot of my live streams are going to go a different route. So this nightly live stream is still going to happen every night that I'm on trail. For those of you that aren't able to watch my live stream during the day, and you guys that want to participate. But during the day, I'm going to walk with my camera, with just have a live stream while I'm walking down the trail, walking down the street. And hopefully everything will go good. So if you want, so make sure you have the notification bell turned on if you want to be able to be notified every time I go live, which is every night. And whenever we're on trail, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it every day from like 9 to 11. Okay, so not bet that people are going to react. How are you and Sam doing? Well, Sam's doing good. Here, let me show you guys Sam, because I know a lot of you guys like to see the dog. As you see, she ate. Oh man, she ate like a pig today. She ate and she played, and she got to play with a dog today, and yeah, she got to run with a bulldog, I think. So. But she tried to assert herself as alpha bitch, and I had to separate her because she was gonna get her butt kicked, because she ain't as froggy as she thinks she is. Why are you angry, Frank? But yeah, she ain't as froggy as she thinks she is. So, okay. But what makes you angry about it? Like, I mean, you can be angry, but like, there's got to be a reason for it other than they shot Trump. Okay, what is it about him being shot that makes you angry? Because people get shot every day, and we're not angry, but we're shocked but we're angry because this guy got shot. Why? So, hey, what's up, Clyde? What happens if they say it was a disgruntled homeless guy who... Oh no! Oh no! I'm running for the hills. That's what I'm doing. I'm running away as quickly as possible because I am now in danger. But I don't think they're going to say it was a homeless guy. I really don't. Well, you know, no, that's a fentanyl. Yeah, I mean, dude, somebody could have gone up and gave the guy fentanyl and said, "Here, I'll give you some fentanyl if you go take a shot." Staying off the grid. Hello. Okay. Pleasure to meet you too, staying off grid. Yeah, I mean, but it is what it is. Really it is. But yeah, if that happened, I would that would make life really, really hectic for me. Because now everybody sees a guy coming through. Even if he looks like a hiker, they're gonna wonder if he's homeless. I wonder if he's gonna, yeah. No, that would be the worst propaganda to ever happen. And so when I was in San Francisco, hold on. When I was in San Francisco, I was talking with this guy, and we were talking about, and you can find a crackhead, give him $20, and he go take out anybody you want. And the guy behind us was like, "Yeah, I'm a crackhead. $20, that's a lot of money. I'll take it. Who do you want gone?" Okay, so now imagine fentanyl, because that's what's going on in Philadelphia. You could easily give somebody that, and that may have been why I missed. It could have been something like that. Hit the like button, y'all. Sam is healthy looking pooch. Props to you, Tuck, for loving and taking care of her. Yeah, well, so people think that I mistreat my animal. I mean, I may call her a bitch and a cunt, and tell her I'm gonna kick her ass, but it doesn't mean that I do. Um, she's my dog. I love her. I kind of when I say the things I say to her, I don't say it to be mean. I say it because she's my dog. I like her enough. I'm frustrated. That's what antisocial people do. At least every antisocial person I've ever met, they're probably they'll sit there and call you an asshole and all kinds of other stuff, but they'll be your best friend because that's how they tell you they like you. That's how you know you've met an antisocial person. Oh, look at that bowl that we got there. I do the same shit with my dog. Yeah, but see, that's when people are like, dude, you need to be nice to your dog. It's like, dude, you have no idea how spoiled my dog is. Okay, you want to know how spoiled my dog is? I will tell you, for those of you that are new here. Okay, my dog is so spoiled that Alfred, Jeremy, my dad, and me are all making sure that she's taken care of. If I ever need to pay a vet bill, my old man will foot the vet bill. If I need food for her, my old man will do it. All this food that I've been getting for her, like all this really nice treats and stuff, like the freeze-dried stuff, that's all coming from Alfred. A lot of her toys and a lot of her gear that we have, that comes from Jeremy. And then me, I just make sure that, she gets enough playtime and that she gets, rewarded for doing all kinds of good stuff. And I put a lot of care and attention into her, is like how I maintain her, making sure that she eats well, making sure that she eats more than I do, even though she's a third my frickin' size. But, this dog is spoiled rotten. She has so many people that will take care of her. If I need help, I know I got people to call. Hey, I need a vet bill, call my old man. Hey, I need food, and because everybody, like my old man, I send him pictures a few times a week of Sam, because he loves my dog as much as I do, and so therefore that's why he helps me out with her. And it really means a lot, because sometimes just the way things go, it's every once in a while I need that last couple days, just because things didn't turn out as good as I was hoping they would. Bless your dad and Jeremy. Yes, dog owners pay thousands for their dogs, which makes dogs antisocial. I do the same shit with my dog. Yeah, hit that like button. Yeah, I mean, you gotta love your dog. You have a unique relationship with your dog, and nobody else is gonna understand it than you. I'm with her 24/7. I can't even go take a crap without her. Because she's registered as a service animal, I'm not even allowed to go in the bathroom without her. So I can't. When we're out in the country, I'll leave her outside. But technically, I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to bring her in. But I don't want to deal with the whole crap, and I'm just like, take a rest. I'll be right back. I'm homeless, Frank. I'm in Washington, D.C. right now. I've been here for a few days, and I'm about ready to leave tomorrow. Nothing. Okay. Alfred, I can't send you a message. Okay. Oh, well. It is what it is. But, alright. But yeah, I'm, so if you want to know how to survive homelessness, that's actually what the original topic was going to be today. But, because of the whole Trump thing, I had to change it. So the left is saying it's staged and it was a BB gun. Really? They're saying it was staged and it was a BB gun. Well, probably because they're the ones that staged it. Because yeah, I was gonna say that was not you. A gun has a deeper boom. Like if you had earplugs in, it would. Because I had a gun go off on me while I was loading a plane in an air. Okay, so For those of you that don't know how I first became homeless, I was working at the Portland airport in the year 2000. So this is before September 11th, and we had a late bag come out. I grabbed the bag, tossed it up in the pit. I hear a loud bang. I smell sulfur. We do an investigation, find out the lady had a 357 and a 22 with 2 bulletproof vests. Her husband died, and so she was bringing them down to give to the kids. Kids didn't want them. She left them loaded. She didn't turn on the safety. So the 357 discharged, bullet goes through the pit, lands an 18-month-old little girl. So we got jet engines of the 737-700 series going off with earplugs, and I could still hear the bang, and it sounded like a firecracker. So if with that much noise cancellation, I was able to hear a crack, how is it that really, like, it did not sound like an actual gun? Maybe I'm wrong, but there's something that sounds off about that, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was a BB gun or a pellet gun or assault rifle or something like that. But there was, yeah, because all you heard was a crack. You didn't, there wasn't a big enough boom in there. But maybe I'm wrong. So I was homeless for 9 years. Yeah, Frank, that's a long time to be homeless. Could be it was supposed to be an Antifa member, huh? Antifa, huh? So he's a threat to. Well, yeah, he would be a threat to Antifa. Tuck, looks like a nice spot you're in. Yeah, I'm actually in some shrubs, some tall shrubs. They're like overgrown shrubs. They're not really, I don't think they'll turn into trees. And if they do, they're going to choke this tree out, which I think, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even understand the reason why they put this up like this, but it's a nice little spot for me to duck into, especially after having to dodge that Karen today. So, but yeah, I mean, Antifa, really? Wow. What's up, Whitaker? I was in Colorado. What part? Were you in Denver? I was in Denver in 20. I was doing van life then. Yeah, but where in Colorado? I need to see footage to say for sure. I don't know, Palm Coast. I really don't know. The video I saw seemed like there was 8 shots, but I could be wrong on that. There's a lot of background noise from the crowd. Well, I don't know. I heard 3 cracks, and on the 3rd crack is when I noticed that Trump starts to step back, grabs his ear. Secret Service finally notices something's going on. So if it was an actual weapon that had gunpowder, like an actual gun, I think Secret Service would have popped up a lot quicker than that. Okay, so I think what they're trying to do is, this might be a way to smear him. Okay, so if you guys are familiar with the Prince of Persia, it was a British spy who went and assassinated the Prince Ferdinand, but he looked like but he ran away because he was dressed in Turkish gear, so everybody thought he was a Turk, and so therefore the Turks got blamed on it, and this was how the British started the war, the World War I. Was because it was in their interest to be able to take out Germany, and they knew that the Ottoman Empire would be the only one that could do something like that. So, SS probably in on it. I don't know. I talked to Secret Service this week because I went by the White House. And if you know how to, it's kind of like social networking. You're trying to figure out what's going on. So you just kind of like have a simple conversation and let their body language tell you more. And so after the NATO OTAN summit was over, I went by the White House, and I saw one of the Secret Service guys at the gate. And I said, man, it must have been a busy week. And he rolls his eyes. He's like, yeah, it was busy. It was kind of like you have no idea how busy it really was, because they had all of these dignitaries coming to the White House to meet. I mean, yeah, they were meeting. Biden was meeting with every one of these guys, and so they're preparing for action because they have no choice but to war. They're saying one attendee unalived and gunmen neutralized by Secret Service. How convenient. My phone battery died. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I wouldn't say the Secret Service is in on it. I don't. Those guys, they're human beings. They don't give a shit. They're there for a job. They're trying to do their job the best they can, but they're also, they're overworked, and in some ways they feel like they're underpaid for all the work that they do, because I mean they've got to protect the most. Essentially, the president of the United States is the most powerful man in the world, and you got to do protection for him, which means you have people coming out of the woodwork that would not come out for somebody like Shaquille O'Neal, but they'll come out for the president of the United States, because of the power in which he yields. So I don't know. I really don't know. So all right, guys. So as far as which direction that I'm moving, anybody got any ideas, north, south, or west? So should I go through? Actually, here's a better one. Should I go through the cities and see the different war zones, and risk confrontation because of the footage in which I want to get in the areas of town which I want to walk through, like Philadelphia, New York, stuff like that? Or should I just not be stupid and reckless, and should I go south or west? And if I go south, well, I'm gonna miss Ohio. Well, I can go back to Ohio. I think we will go south. I think we're gonna go, unless, I don't know. I will look up the trail. What next service do you need? What do you mean? Get a van and do LTVA in Arizona for winter. Well, you know what? If I could afford a van, I can't afford that. I actually, because of how much. So the way that I make money on YouTube is 1 month I'll have a really good month, then 2 months I'll have scraping by mediocre months, and then on the third month I have a good month again. Well, when I had to do my reapplication, it was one of those good months, and so I lost $80 on my food stamps. So it means I'm making something, but it still feels like it's hand to mouth. I'm not able to put any cushion away, and I keep hoping that being on trail will allow me to kind of take it and start stashing some, because I know I'm going to need to start saving quick, just for gear that I'm going to need this winter. Because if I head west, I'm going to stay up north. And quite frankly, I'm tired of the humidity in the south. I really am. I want to go down south to Florida. I may go down there just to visit Prepper and Cherokee and my parents. But it'll be something like, if I am having if I have a good couple of months where I could put enough money for a round trip bus ticket, so I can come spend a month or two down in Florida, and then just come back up north after after December or something like that, first week or two of February, and just get prepared for it that way. So go down there for Christmas and come back after my old man's birthday. So not being stupid is always good. I don't know. Sometimes it's fun. You're gonna be extremely on edge all the time. Yes, and but I also need this channel to take off. But I think that doing that. Here's the thing: the negative stuff sells. If I sit there and I talk about negative and drama, it sells. But I hate watching channels that there's a homeless guy that commented that's been doing. He's got a channel for a couple of months. He's doing really good. He's got 800 subscribers, which I'm pretty stoked that he's got 800 subscribers. But Every one of his videos, it starts off with complaints, and it's like, I know this life is hard, but you've got to be able to put a positive spin on it. You have to be able to find the silver lining. You got to be able to find the good in this lifestyle, because if you don't, it's going to negatively affect you, and it's going to destroy you emotionally and mentally, and which will play out physically. So the last thing you want to do is sit there and complain. Find the positives in it. Not, oh, well, I woke up this morning. It's like, no, I had some kind people today. I got to laugh today. I got to play with my dog today. Sam did something that was really funny today. Things like that. So, I'm going to Quartzsite, Arizona this winter. Huh, okay. Tuck, please don't put Sam through war zones. She's got to be able to survive a war zone, whether I take her through one or not. Not because it's going to be a war zone across this whole country eventually, and she's going to have to learn how to do it. So it's better to do it when it's still safe, and it's okay. It's like this: when you're in boot camp, they're gonna have you crawl under a barbed wire fence, but they're sending live rounds at you so that you know to duck. It's a controlled environment where there is a danger, and it could be fatal if you're not paying attention and you get stupid. But it's also a way to be able to get you to be okay and deal with the fact that you're getting shot at with live ammunition. Okay, that way you're mentally conditioned and you're prepared for it. The last 8 months that I've spent with Sam and training her, it's finally paying off. This trail really between the trail and then coming in here to DC, she's been absolutely amazing. She's done so much better in this city than any other city, but yet, I don't know. I don't know. So, Dreadhead knows the jam. Okay. Dreadhead, were you in Southern Oregon? Might know if you are. Okay, hold on. I missed something. Oh, you're talking about outdoors. Okay. His reaction was normal looking. It didn't look fake, but who knows? But I doubt it. The thing is like I said, the Democrats could. Here, what if alt history says something, and I think it's 100% correct. The only way that the right, or that the left can win a civil war is if they were to bait the right into acting out kind of like something like J6, because the conservatives in the military and the police are going to have duty, obligation, patriotism. Whether or not they agree, they realize that they signed up for a job. And so therefore they will, under duty and obligation, because that's what the liberals are using against them, they'll also be militarized against the very people that they agree with. So, I mean, that's really what you have to think about here. Oh, you're in Georgia. Okay. Where at in Georgia? So, okay. So we are getting close to 9 o'clock, guys. So I will be cutting this short a little bit tonight. I just again I don't know. If I go west, I don't know. Lots of police are sent to Israel for training. Not all of them have our interest in mind. Sheriffs usually best as they're voted in. Yeah, to a point. What's up, Cole? What's up, Cherokee? I'm so glad you like the lives, man. Columbus. Oh, okay. Columbus. I know where that's at. I think I've been through there once. Huh. But I don't know. So I don't know. We might just say screw it and head west. I want to do the homeless advocacy, but I don't know how to do it. Did it cool down for Sam? Oh yeah, it's fine. It's been cooling down. Wednesday's supposed to be the last hot day, so we're gonna move. We're gonna move, but we're gonna move slow. I think we're gonna. I don't know. I'm either moving west or I'm moving south. I don't know yet. Um, I don't know. I will have to figure this out. I've got to figure this out tonight before I go to bed, because we're leaving tomorrow. I can't stay in the city another day. I like it here in some ways. There's a lot of cool stuff here, but and I could actually be very very comfortable here. It's just there's too much stupid going on, um, and I don't understand it. And the thing is I've got no recourse. And if I got no way to be able to settle a disagreement with somebody, then I got two choices. Either I put myself in the clink or I walk away. And I can only walk away for so long before I'm just going to snap and lose it. So, but yeah, it did cool down, Cherokee. It definitely did. All right, guys. So here's the deal. This last hour of the live stream that you guys got to see, this is normally going to be in an unlisted version. Okay. I did not monetize this, I don't think. So that means you can't do super chats or anything else like that. But but what will happen moving forward is keep an eye on the community tab. Okay. So what I will do is I will post it in the community tab for everybody. And then those that can, and then I'm going to have Jeremy and Alfred test it out. And then from there, I will, we will figure out how to make it work. But I think that's how we make it work. Is you got to do like 3 clicks on your phone, 2 clicks on your, maybe 3 clicks on your, whatchamacallit. So, we will see. Yeah, we will see. But anyways, that's how you, that's what's going to start happening every night. Is I'm going to do a half hour in the public, and then I'm going to do the last hour and a half in private. It's going to be free, open to anybody and everybody. But it's like all those that are here that are my regulars and stuff. That's where we get to go have our after party. And as we pick up new people along the way, they'll come and join, and we'll just keep growing the community. And we can go from there. So, so make sure if you want to keep doing the live streams with me, we talk about pretty much any subject and all subjects. So, and I try and answer everybody's question, and I know that's important to some people. I try and answer everybody's question. But yeah, we're gonna start having some spicy conversations in private, so that I don't have to deal with YouTube censoring. And so we will go through there and do that. But have the welcome to get early access. Oh, what's up, Mr. T? But yeah, if you want to get access to that, if you come over to Patreon and become a free member, this is all going to be free for everybody. But yeah, welcome, Mr. T. I gotta say, I'm glad that you joined. There's already a couple of videos that are up. I'm gonna put you. Usually, I give I'm putting a whole bunch of videos out for the whole week, and so I put them up to be able to be viewed for about 24 to 48 hours before I schedule them for a premiere. So you might want to either tomorrow or Monday. I'm gonna be setting the schedule for premiere for the 2 that are already up there, and you're gonna like those. So Mr. T, welcome to the early access membership. But yes, definitely. Okay. 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 Oh, okay. That's how that works. But anyways, you guys know how to help the channel. Become a subscriber, join one of my many memberships, do all that good stuff. And glad to be here. Safe journeys. Okay. Yeah, come on over, and I will. We'll have some cool stuff that will be going on over there. Okay. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 o'clock per usual, and you will find out what direction we're going to. Everything you need to know is down in the description, including the Patreon link, so you can get the free membership and get access to the after hours live stream. So again, it's free. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks for coming.